Archangel Michael says, heaven is begging you to listen this. The door to your blessing has just opened, and if you delay, someone else will take what was meant for you. Open this message now. This is not just a sentence. This is not just a phrase floating in the wind. This is a cry from eternity, reaching into the depths of your life right now. Heaven is begging you to listen, not with your ears, but with your heart, with your soul, and with your spirit wide open. This is not a casual whisper. This is the voice of God trying to shake you awake, to pull you closer, to rescue what the enemy has tried to bury inside you. This is the exact moment where heaven has moved to open the door, the one you've been waiting for, praying for, crying about in the middle of the night when no one saw the tears. The door to your blessing is not coming next month, not someday far away. It is open now. And this moment is not something to be brushed off. If you delay, if you hesitate, if you second-guess what heaven is doing right now, someone else will take what was meant for you. That breakthrough, that healing, that open path, that answered prayer, it has your name written on it. But God will not force it into your hands. You have to listen. You have to believe. You have to step through. Because what's on the other side of that door is not small. It is the promise of restoration. It is the flood of peace. It is the joy you forgot you could still feel. It is everything the enemy has tried to convince you would never happen. Before we go on, type Amen in the comments if your heart knows this is not an accident, if something in you knows this message is for you. Let heaven see your agreement. Now listen closely. God is not speaking just to speak. This is not a distant story or something meant for others. This is your moment. This is the moment you'll look back on one day and say, that's when everything began to shift. The heavens are begging you to listen, not because God needs anything from you, but because He loves you enough to warn you. You are standing in front of something sacred. The wind has shifted. The season has changed. And the door has swung wide open in the spirit. If you delay, distraction will take your focus. Doubt will steal your courage. And darkness will try to snatch what was set aside for your life. But you were not born to miss what is yours. You were not created to live under closed doors and stolen peace. You were created to walk in the light, to live under open skies, to move when heaven says move. And that is exactly what heaven is saying now. God is calling you by name, and He is doing it gently, but urgently. His voice is tender, but it is not soft. His spirit is near, but He is not passive. He is leaning into your life with mercy and fire, with healing and correction, with truth and grace. The blessing you have prayed for is no longer locked up. It is here. It is open. But you have to move now, because the opportunity is not eternal. The window will not stay wide forever. The oil of heaven is being poured out now. This is your portion. This is your time. If anything in you still believes that your life is too broken, too far gone, too tired to try again, let me tell you clearly and boldly, God is not finished with you. And this open door is not because you earned it. It is because God has chosen you, favored you, and covered you. Heaven is calling you not because you are perfect, but because you are loved. And before we go further, please take a second and like this video if your heart is feeling the weight of this word. Not because of me, but because God is speaking to you right now, and this could be the very moment someone else needs to hear as well. The Spirit of God is moving in your atmosphere right now. His presence is stirring the places that have felt stuck, delayed, blocked, and dry. He is turning the soil. He is shaking the foundations. He is removing the blinders. He is whispering into the deep parts of you, I am not done. I am not late. I am still opening doors. And this is why you must not delay. The reason heaven is begging you is because your heart is still healing, and your mind still fights battles no one sees. But you don't need to be whole to walk through the door. You just need to trust the one who opened it. You don't need to feel strong. You just need to move in faith. And as you step, God will strengthen. As you obey, He will provide. As you believe, He will protect. Some of you have been staring at the same door for years, waiting, praying, knocking, and nothing seemed to shift. But this is not then. This is now. The locks have fallen off. The chains are broken. And the Spirit is waving you through. Not tomorrow. Now. Others around you might not understand what God is doing. They may question why you are stepping out. But they weren't in your prayers. They didn't hear your cry. They didn't see your nights of silence and despair. But God saw. And God is responding. The delay is over. The door is open. And yes, the enemy will try to plant hesitation. He will whisper lies and try to remind you of every failure. But heaven is louder today. Heaven is more present. Heaven is covering you with divine light, and that light is pushing back every voice of fear. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. If your heart is still beating faster, and if your spirit feels like something is stirring, then you are not wrong. You are right where God wants you. Don't look away. Don't turn this off. Don't miss this moment. This is holy ground. And God is here to bring you through it. Before we end this part, type 1111 in the comments if you believe this door is for you. It's a way of saying, I believe this is my time. The blessing that is opening is bigger than material things. It's a blessing of peace. A blessing of clarity. A blessing of healing. A blessing of restoration. It's a fresh breath where you once only knew anxiety. It's laughter where you only knew sorrow. It's fire in your soul where it once felt numb. Heaven is begging you, because the clock is ticking in the Spirit. And the mercy of God is reaching for you with urgency and with grace. Don't let it pass by. Don't let someone else walk into what was made for your life. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible to God. You are chosen. You are carried. You are deeply loved. And you are being called forward. A spiritual breakthrough. A turning point that heaven has orchestrated with your name written across it. What you are stepping into now is not ordinary, because your life was never meant to be lived in the ordinary. You were created with heavenly purpose, and this door is the proof that God never forgot what He promised you. When God opens a door, it is never shallow. It is never empty. It is always full of meaning, overflowing with destiny, and aligned with His perfect timing. You have cried out, you have waited, and now you are standing at the edge of something sacred. This is not just a spiritual moment. It is a divine invitation. And the longer you hesitate, the more you risk missing the exact thing that heaven has been preparing you for. Not because God will withhold it, but because delay creates space for confusion, fear, and the enemy to twist what should be your testimony. There is a reason heaven is so urgent. Because this open door leads directly into your next chapter, your next season, your next breath of freedom. The battles you faced weren't to break you. They were to prepare you for this exact shift. The delays you endured weren't punishments. They were divine pauses, keeping you still until the door was ready. And now, it is ready. The hinges have moved. The light has broken through. The hand of God has swung it wide, and His voice is calling you through. So many people stay trapped not because God has forgotten them, but because they didn't respond when He called. They waited for a sign that was already given. They asked for confirmation when the confirmation was already shouting in their soul. Don't be one of those who miss the moment because they waited too long to move. You have already seen the signs. You've already felt the stirrings. The dreams you thought were random were not random at all. The moments of peace that hit you in chaos were not coincidences. They were heaven showing you what is coming. Comment 222 right now if you trust what God is about to lead you into. This is not just emotion. This is spirit recognizing spirit. This is heaven calling home what belongs to it. This open door is not just about opportunity. It's about healing. There are wounds you've hidden for so long, trying to smile through the weight of what broke you. But on the other side of this door, God is not just blessing you, He's healing you. He's restoring what was stolen, repairing what was cracked, and softening what went numb. He is reaching into the depths of your brokenness, not to expose it, but to restore it. And this moment is the gateway to that restoration. Your heart was never meant to stay in survival mode. God did not create you to live in a cycle of almost, not yet, and maybe someday. He created you for fullness. For wholeness. For the kind of joy that doesn't fade when the day gets hard. That kind of blessing only comes from walking through the door that God opens, not the one the world offers. What God opens, no man can shut. What He blesses, no hand can block. But you have to choose it. You have to trust it. There are people connected to your obedience. The blessing that is waiting is not just for you. It is for your family. For your children. For your future. When you walk through this door, chains start breaking in generations that haven't even been born yet. When you say yes to heaven's call, the ripple goes far beyond what you can see. That's why it feels so heavy. That's why the battle has been so long. Because the enemy wasn't just fighting you. He was trying to keep your entire bloodline from healing. But he lost. Because you're still here. You're still standing. And heaven hasn't stopped calling. This is not a coincidence. You didn't stumble into this moment. This is your invitation to step out of delay, out of fear, out of regret, and into the place where your soul breathes again. The place where your mind finally rests. The place where peace is not something you beg for, but something that covers you without asking. The door to your blessing is not just a new job, a breakthrough in finances, or a better relationship. It's the supernatural shift that restores your spirit, revives your heart, and renews your fire for what God has put inside of you. And yes, there will be resistance. Every open door from heaven attracts pressure from the enemy. But the presence of resistance is the proof of real movement. The attack is not a sign to turn back. It's a sign to go forward even faster. Because the enemy only presses harder when he knows something holy is about to break free. But you are not alone in this. God walks through the door with you. He surrounds you with angels. He lifts you with His own strength. You don't have to know how everything will unfold. You only need to trust the one who opened the door. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. God is not opening this door hoping you'll be strong enough. He's opening it knowing He will be your strength. He is not waiting for you to feel worthy. He's reminding you that His blood already made you worthy. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to restoration. Yes to boldness. Yes to your calling. Yes to peace. Yes to joy. Yes to the life He died to give you. What was meant for you is still waiting. It hasn't been taken yet. But the window is narrow. And this is the moment to step forward. You are not being rushed. You are being rescued. Heaven knows what is coming. Heaven sees the traps ahead. That's why this moment feels so loud in your spirit. It's not pressure. It's divine urgency. It's heaven refusing to let you sleep on what was created to set you free. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are being called higher. And everything in your life is about to shift. But only if you believe. Only if you move. Only if you step through. This is why you cannot ignore this moment. The blessing is not just coming, it is already here. The shift has begun. The Spirit of God has already moved. The winds have already changed direction in your favor. The weight that has pressed on your chest, the fog that clouded your mind, the delays that wore down your faith, God is lifting them now. Right now. This isn't a promise for later. This is a move of God happening in the now. But you must choose to be present in it. You must choose to receive it. Because heaven cannot force your heart to move. It can only invite. Some doors stay open only for a time. That is not because God is cruel or distant, but because timing is sacred. Destiny doesn't move by convenience. It moves by divine rhythm. And this rhythm has found you. Heaven has placed your name in the season of breakthrough. But breakthrough is never passive. It is not something you wait to fall into your hands. It is something you walk into by faith. By fire. By choice. You have to step into what God is already giving. You have to believe when it still feels uncertain. There is no pressure in God's call, only urgency birthed in love. God's urgency comes from knowing what is ahead. He sees what you do not. He sees the danger of delay. He sees the miracle just behind the fear. That's why heaven is begging you. Because what's behind this door is not only blessing, it is safety, it is purpose, it is your promised place. It's the place where the pain of the last season breaks and joy begins to rise again. It's the place where your voice returns, your strength returns, your fire returns. Type 333 in the comments right now if you're ready to declare your faith. If your heart knows that this word is digging deep inside of you, don't hesitate to respond. Let heaven see your faith in motion. You have been through enough to know that the enemy doesn't fight empty people. He has fought you hard because you are carrying something holy. He has tried to distract you, silence you, make you doubt your value. But all of that is falling away now. The lies are breaking. The shadows are lifting. Because when heaven opens a door, no lie can keep it shut. And no enemy can stop what God has spoken. Your story is not over. It is only beginning again, this time with clarity. This time with power. This time with heaven standing beside you. You are not too late. You have not missed it. The door is still open, and your name is still written across it. What you lost in the waiting, God is restoring in the walking. As you step forward, every delay becomes a setup for divine release. Every moment of silence becomes a chamber of preparation. Every wound becomes a well of anointing. Do not let fear make you forget who you are. You are chosen. You are set apart. You are covered. God has walked with you through the fire not to leave you there, but to bring you out carrying glory. You are not what you went through. You are not what they said. You are not defined by the disappointment. You are defined by the God who never stopped fighting for you. And now He is saying, come. He is saying, move. He is saying, receive what I have already unlocked for you. Heaven is calling you into your blessing, into your season of overflow, into your moment of redemption. This is not the time to question everything. This is the time to trust the one who knows everything. The door is open. You are standing on sacred ground. You are being called into a space that only your faith can occupy. No one can take it from you if you move now. There is something sacred about quick obedience. When your heart hears and responds without hesitation, heaven moves in ways that cannot be explained. The moment you say yes to what God is offering, chains break in realms you can't see. Things begin to shift in your family. Prayers begin to manifest in real time. Healing begins to spring up in places that felt dead for years. All because you chose to believe that when heaven opens a door, it means now. Not later. Not eventually. Now. You were never forgotten. Even in the silence, God was preparing the blessing. He was aligning the people. He was shifting the atmosphere. He was softening your heart. You were not being punished. You were being preserved. Because what is being handed to you now is too holy to be placed in the hands of someone who isn't ready. And now, you are ready. God says you're ready because He made you ready. He's calling you now because this is the time. He's opening the door because the fullness of what He promised has matured. You have grown through the pain. You have endured through the disappointment. You have stayed when you wanted to walk away. And that is why the door is open now. Because your heart has been tested. Your faith has been refined. And your spirit is rising again. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This moment is not just emotional. It is eternal. The decision you make now sets the tone for what happens next. Heaven is aligning your steps. The Spirit is breathing fresh over your life. And the Father is reaching for you, not to scold you, but to crown you. You are about to see what it looks like when God makes up for lost time. You are about to witness doors open that you didn't even knock on. You are about to feel the power of being in divine alignment. The weight is lifting. The oil is flowing. The door is open. And heaven is still begging, only because of how deeply God wants you to walk through it and never look back. You've battled fears that tried to shut you down, but your spirit is still reaching for something more. And that's because heaven has been holding your hand the entire time, whispering, "Do not give up, your moment is coming." Now that moment is here. The door that has opened in your life is not just any door. It is the one heaven waited to open until the exact second when everything inside of you was strong enough to carry the weight of the blessing. You didn't just survive the delay. You grew in it. You were refined in it. The parts of you that once doubted are now becoming the very places where faith is being born. And that faith is what will carry you through this door and into your blessing. If you're still wondering if this word is for you, if this door is for you, let your heart speak louder than your fears. The pain you've carried is not the final word over your life. The losses you endured were never the end of your story. God did not leave you in the middle. He has only been preparing the ending to be greater than the beginning. The door is the beginning of that greater. It's the turning of the page. It's the fresh wind you've been craving, and it's not coming by accident. it's coming by divine appointment. Take a moment and type 555 in the comments if you're ready for grace to overflow into your life. Let this be your sign to heaven that you're receiving what has already been released. This door carries healing you didn't expect. Healing not just of your body, but of your mind, of your memories, of your belief in goodness again. God is not just trying to give you a blessing. He's trying to heal the part of you that stopped hoping for one. Some of you have stopped praying because you were afraid to be disappointed again. You stopped expecting good because the last time you did, everything fell apart. But God is here now to restore that broken hope. He is not just giving you back what was stolen. He is replacing it with something greater. He is showing you that nothing was wasted. Not the pain. Not the tears. Not the waiting. All of it has been leading to this moment. When heaven opens a door, it doesn't ask your past for permission. God does not consult your mistakes before blessing your life. He blesses because of His goodness, not your perfection. That is why you still have a future. That is why the enemy couldn't keep you down. That is why every weapon formed against you failed. Because heaven had already written your name into this moment, and no force of darkness could rewrite what God declared. The Spirit of God is moving even now through the cracks of your life, pouring peace into the places that have felt cold and dry. That door you've been waiting to open has been creaking slowly, and now it has burst wide open. Don't let fear blind you. Don't let weariness convince you that this is just another false start. This is real. This is God. This is the manifestation of everything that has been promised over your life. You are not who you used to be. You have grown through pain. You have learned through the quiet seasons. You have prayed through confusion. And now your spirit is rising. Heaven is not just begging you to listen, it's begging you to believe that what is in front of you is bigger than what is behind you. It's more than survival now. It's revival. It's not just about endurance anymore. It's about walking into joy, into stability, into restoration that changes everything. God has always been a restorer. In every story in Scripture, when He opened doors for His people, it came with new strength, new authority, new purpose. He does not open doors for them to lead back into old places. He opens doors to bring people out of bondage, out of shame, out of delay. That's what He's doing for you now. He is not teasing you with what could be. He is welcoming you into what already is. This is not a temporary high. This is not emotional noise. This is the Spirit of God stirring the soil around your soul because something is about to bloom. The pressure you felt lately wasn't a sign to give up. It was a sign that something new is about to break through. The open door is the evidence that the breaking was never the end. It was the beginning of birthing something sacred in your life. Do not disqualify yourself. Heaven hasn't. God hasn't. In fact, the very reasons you thought He would pass you by are the exact places He is about to bless you the most. Where you felt weak, He will be strong. Where you felt lost, He will lead. Where you felt unworthy, He will cover you with favor. This is who He is. This is the God of the open door. The God who never forgets. the God who never lets go. Let every lie break right now. Let every word spoken over you that didn't come from God fall to the ground. Let every voice of fear, every shadow of doubt, every whisper of delay be silenced. Because heaven is speaking louder. Heaven is declaring your time is now. Heaven is crying out that the door is not just open, it's open for you. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Every second of your life, every detour, every painful delay, every silent night has been accounted for in His perfect design. This is not about your ability to figure things out. This is about God fulfilling what He promised over your life when no one else saw it coming. This open door is a testimony that God's promises are not just ideas, they are living realities. You are walking into something that has already been prepared. The place you are being called into has already been shaped around the version of you that is healing, rising, growing, and trusting again. You are not stepping into the unknown, you are stepping into the known heart of God. And His heart for you has always been restoration, not punishment. Purpose, not confusion. Freedom, not fear. Every time you felt ignored, overlooked, bypassed, heaven took note. God has not wasted one moment of your journey. He has kept every tear. He has watched every hour you stood firm when everything around you screamed to give up. And this door, this opening, this divine moment is not a reward for surviving. It's a revelation of who you've become while you waited. The fire didn't consume you. It refined you. The storm didn't drown you. It deepened you. The silence didn't break you. It made you sensitive to God's whisper again. Comment 1212 if your spirit feels the weight of this and you know this season is personal. Let it be your way of marking this moment in the spiritual realm, a quiet shout that says, I believe this is my time. There is a reason the attacks intensified before this moment. There is a reason you almost walked away right before the door opened. The enemy knew what was coming. He tried everything to distract you, wear you down, make you too tired to care. But God stepped in. He held you up when you thought you were done. He placed strength inside of you that didn't even make sense. Because He was preparing you for the weight of this blessing. God doesn't give shallow blessings. He gives deep, rooted, legacy-shifting blessings. And that kind of blessing requires a heart that has been shaped by fire, a faith that has been tested, a trust that isn't shaken by surface-level fear. That's who you are now. You may not feel like it. You may still be trembling inside. But faith isn't the absence of fear. It's the courage to move anyway. And you are moving. Every time you say yes. Every time you believe again. Every time you pray even when it's hard. That is movement. That is victory. This door is not small. This is not a partial shift. This is a divine repositioning. The kind that changes how you walk, how you speak, how you carry yourself. You are stepping out of what was and into what will never be taken from you. This is the blessing that comes with God's hand on it. It will not fade. It will not fall apart. Because it is not built by man, it is established by heaven. You need to know this: there is no force that can undo what God is doing. Not your past. Not your mistakes. Not the people who tried to tear you down. Not the systems that told you no. When God says yes, it overrides every voice that tried to stop you. And His yes is on you now. His favor is not just around you, it's upon you. It's covering you like a shield. It's moving ahead of you to break down barriers. It's filling the air around your name with blessing. You are not walking into this door alone. The Spirit of God is going before you, behind you, beside you. He is already in the room you're walking into. He has already spoken to the hearts you're about to meet. He has already softened the ground. He has already prepared the provision. He has already released the answers. You are not late. You are not unprepared. You are right on time in God's calendar. If you felt forgotten, know this: heaven has remembered. If you felt too weak, know this: God is your strength. If you felt too broken, know this: you are His chosen vessel. He doesn't choose based on perfection. He chooses based on surrender. And you have surrendered through the tears, through the silence, through the pain. And that surrender has reached the throne of God like a fragrance. Heaven has responded with favor. You may be scared to step through this door. You may not feel ready. But readiness is not about how strong you feel, it's about how much you trust the one calling you forward. God doesn't call the most confident. He calls the most willing. And if your heart is even whispering yes, that is enough. He will carry the rest. He will fill the gaps. He will light the path. God is still speaking over you. He is still declaring destiny where the enemy tried to declare defeat. He is still bringing life where the enemy tried to bury you. Every scar on your heart is being redeemed. Every place of pain is becoming a place of power. You are not a victim. You are a vessel. And this vessel is being filled with new oil, fresh anointing, holy vision. Heaven is not asking for perfection. Heaven is asking for your attention. God is not waiting for you to clean yourself up, He is simply asking that you come to Him with your whole heart. This door is not the end of your struggle. But it is the beginning of a shift so powerful, so undeniable, that even your pain will begin to make sense in its reflection. Stay awake. Stay sensitive. Stay in position. Because the next movement of heaven will not come with warning, it will come suddenly. And you will recognize it not by what you see, but by what your spirit knows. You will feel the peace. You will sense the lifting. You will know it's God, because no one else could make it happen. God never promised the journey would be without wait. He never said there wouldn't be moments of silence, confusion, or grief. But He did promise that He would be with you in every step, and that His plans for you would not be destroyed. What you're walking into now is the place where those promises begin to unfold in ways you didn't imagine. The broken pieces are not being discarded. They are being gathered. And they are being built into something stronger, something deeper, something eternal. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. For too long, you've carried the fear that maybe you missed your moment. Maybe you took too many wrong turns, listened to the wrong voices, let too many things distract you. But listen carefully, God is not bound by your detours. He is not limited by your weaknesses. He does not operate within the timeline of man. When heaven says the door is open, that means every delay, every mistake, every failure has been woven into the plan. You haven't missed it. You've been prepared for it. And now it's yours to walk into. Take a second and type 777 in the comments if you're stepping forward in faith, no matter what your past looks like. Let your words be the echo of your decision to trust again. This moment carries weight because what God is doing in you is not just for today. It's for legacy. It's for what comes after you. This blessing is not surface level. It reaches deep into your family, your calling, your identity. God doesn't just want to bless what's around you. He wants to bless what's within you. And that kind of blessing requires courage, because walking through this door means leaving behind what once felt familiar, even if it was painful. It means letting go of what no longer fits the version of you that God is raising up. You are not who you used to be. You are not who they said you were. You are not the sum of your scars. You are the result of divine design. And you are stepping into a space that only God could have created. This is not man-made favor. This is not an open door that came through manipulation or striving. This is heaven ordained. It has the fingerprint of God on it. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to fear it. You only need to walk through it. And yes, there may still be voices around you that don't understand what God is doing in your life. There may be people who question your shift, who remind you of your past, who try to keep you in the same cycle. But you cannot afford to listen to voices that are not aligned with heaven. The door is not open to them, it is open to you. And their misunderstanding is not your responsibility. Your only responsibility now is obedience. Heaven is not looking for perfection in you. Heaven is looking for your yes. Your simple, honest yes. Even if it comes with trembling hands and a fearful heart. God can work with a trembling yes. He can fill it with strength. He can cover it with grace. But He cannot move through silence. He cannot bless hesitation. That is why heaven is urging you now with such intensity. Because this is not the time to stall. This is the moment to step. What waits for you on the other side of this open door is the kind of peace that makes no sense to the world. It is the kind of joy that doesn't depend on your circumstances. It is the kind of clarity that wipes away years of confusion. You have been searching, longing, waiting, crying, and now the answer is here. Not in a form you expected, but in a way that only God could arrange. This blessing is not delayed. It is delivered. And it is waiting for your response. The beauty of this open door is that it leads into the presence of God in a way you haven't felt before. There's a depth coming to your relationship with Him. A sensitivity to His voice. A boldness in your prayers. A confidence in your calling. You are not just being given a gift. You are being transformed. And through this transformation, everything around you will begin to change. Not because you forced it, but because God is doing it through you. This is not the time to shrink. This is not the season to hide. This is the hour to rise. To take your place. To step into the flow of grace that has been chasing you down. Everything you've lost, everything that fell apart, everything that was broken, it's not gone forever. God restores. God redeems. And He's doing it now. Quietly. Powerfully. Completely. Your voice is returning. Your confidence is growing. Your clarity is sharpening. And it's not because you figured it out, it's because God stepped in. You don't need to carry this in your own strength. God is lifting it with you. He is surrounding you with help you didn't expect. With divine alignments. With protection. With unseen favor. This isn't just your moment, it's your miracle. Hold on to this truth: you are not fighting for victory anymore. You are standing in it. The battle was won in the Spirit before you even saw the door. That's why the door opened. Because victory already belongs to you. You are just walking into it now. You are just claiming what God already gave. You've wept long enough. You've waited long enough. You've second-guessed yourself long enough. It is time to believe. To move. To accept that God has chosen this exact moment to say, "I have not forgotten you. I am doing it now." God is not rewarding your perfection. He is honoring your surrender. He's not responding to your strength. He is stepping in because of your weakness. In the kingdom of God, it's never about who looks the most ready, it's about who chooses to say yes. And your yes, even if whispered through tears, has reached the ears of heaven. That's why things are shifting. That's why your spirit feels this sense of urgency. Because the door is open, and heaven is pleading with you not to miss what's on the other side. Why is the government hiding this 7-second brain ritual from the public? A leaked CIA document just exposed a brain technique so powerful, it's helping people cancel debt and call in wealth within days. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this method is changing everything. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There are moments in life that are not meant to be figured out, they're meant to be followed. This is one of those moments. This is not a time to lean on logic, or wait for every detail to make sense. This is a time to trust that the God who brought you this far knows how to carry you the rest of the way. He is not asking you to make sense of it. He's simply asking you to walk forward with your heart open, your spirit listening, and your faith still alive. Go ahead and type 999 in the comments if you know deep inside that God is speaking to you through this word. Let this be your faith in motion, your sign to heaven that you are present, listening, and ready. You have faced enough in silence. You have fought battles no one saw. You've endured nights when your soul cried out and the world kept moving like nothing happened. But God saw. God heard. And He never left. This door is not a surprise to Him. It was scheduled. It was written into your life before you even knew how much you would need it. And now, it is open. The reason it feels so intense right now is because your spirit is catching up to what God has already done in the supernatural. What is being released into your life now was held back until you were ready. Not perfect, not flawless, but ready in your spirit. Ready to believe. Ready to obey. Ready to release the pain and receive the peace. This isn't about just stepping forward. It's about stepping out of the old and into what heaven has been holding for you all along. This open door is holy. It is sacred. It has been preserved for such a time as this. And what you carry in this moment matters deeply. You are not being invited through this door just to be blessed. You are being sent through this door as a carrier of blessing. You are the one God is using to change the atmosphere of your family, your household, your circle. And the enemy knows it. That's why the pressure was so heavy. That's why you questioned your value. Because the enemy tried to stop what heaven already established. But he failed. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still believing. And that is proof enough that you are meant to walk through this. Don't downplay your journey. Don't minimize the cost. You have fought through storms that others couldn't see. You have prayed in places where words failed you. You have carried the weight of confusion, of heartbreak, of disappointment, and yet you've never truly let go of God. You held on to the edge of hope when your strength was gone. And heaven counted every single moment. Now, God is not just opening a door for you, He is opening your eyes to see who you've become through it all. You are no longer fragile. You are no longer lost. You are no longer defined by what tried to break you. You are being redefined by the love of a Father who refused to give up on you, even when you gave up on yourself. This is why the door had to wait. It had to wait for you to be ready to carry what's coming. Because what is ahead of you will require a stronger version of you, one that has learned to trust in the dark, one that has learned to worship even with a broken voice. That version of you is now stepping forward. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time, and God is walking with you. Every step you take now is guided. Every move is watched over. Every thought of fear is being covered with grace. Heaven's hand is not only on you, it is around you. There are angels assigned to your next steps. There is favor surrounding your decisions. You are not alone in this.